need that financial aid award letter, and that's why it says up to. We don't take loans into consideration though. We definitely want to give you the free money over the loans, and so they'll take away loans first, so the loans don't get calculated into that. Any questions about that? I know that's kind of confusing for a lot of people. Okay, if you don't have any questions right now, you can ask them later too if it comes up. But, okay, so pretty much told you about all of our upcoming events. Tomorrow night is the mentor night. Every other Friday, starting in I think it's the second Friday of September, we're going to start having our workshops every other Friday. And we will definitely post the calendar of events online so that you have access to that. So in case you're home for a weekend or you're free on a Friday, you can come to one of those workshops. Okay, another thing that we definitely want to tell you about, we have an organization called the Student Network. Basically what the Student Network is it's our scholarship recipients who have gotten together and decided that Pathways was doing a lot for them, and they decided that they wanted to give back and somehow do something for Pathways as well. And so a group of students actually created the Student Network that's completely student-run and student-initiated. I do serve as the advisor for the group, so I am in the meetings and kind of help guide the group a little bit. But basically what their main purpose is they kind of have three different purposes that they serve. One is they are the organization that creates all of the social events for Pathways recipients. So the event that we had in the park this Saturday is created by the Student Network. The holiday party, all of that stuff is usually initiated. All those social events is going to be done by the Student Network. The other thing that they do is and this is new for this year, is they also thought, hey, you know, we really want to give an opportunity for scholarship recipients to give back to the community. And so they have decided to kind of create an educational outreach where they're going to be going to the high schools and help educate students on going to college and what's that process like, college life. They haven't really determined exactly what those presentations are going to look like, but they really want to do some educational outreach efforts to that. Another big thing with that educational outreach is we're having a big conference in October where we're inviting 50 students from each of the high schools to come out, and it's basically going to be a college and career day. And we're going to have a bunch of different workshops for the high school students to come, and the Student Network is going to help plan that and probably even be some of the presenters at the different workshops. And then the final thing that the Student Network does is this year we're going to have site representatives at each of the different colleges. So if there's more than 3 students that go to your college that are actual Pathways recipients, we're going to have a site representative. And that site representative is basically going to be kind of the liaison between me and the Student Network, letting us know what's going on campus. This would be really good for students, or this happened on campus, you might want to check in with students about it. Just giving us information about the different campuses. And then also that person will be responsible for kind of creating some informal social events on their campus so that Pathways recipients can interact. So we're all going to go have lunch in the dorms this day, or we're all going to go to the movies this day. So some kind of informal events where Pathways recipients can kind of get to know each other a little bit more if they choose to and if they want to. So these are the big things that they do. They also do like a book exchange, and they also do like some transportation carpooling stuff, and they organize all of that. So with that being said, there are 6 board positions. They're all up for basically, I guess, re-election for next year. 3 of the board members are actually in the room right now. You see Senibet and Rocio back there. And so they're all up for re-election. You'll be getting an email from me, if not today, tomorrow, letting you know kind of the details about that. So if you're interested and you want to be a part of any of these efforts, just reply to that email letting me know what you're interested in. And if you have more questions, you can ask them too on your way out. So any questions about that so far? Okay, final thing. We do have a website right now. It's not as interactive as we would love it to be at the moment, but we are working really hard on it this summer to make sure that it has more information and it's more user-friendly for you. So what we plan to do with this website is every single one of those workshops that we're doing, we're planning on videotaping it, kind of like we're videotaping today's, and post it on the website so that if you can't be there but you're really interested in the topic, you'll have the option to be able to view it on the video on our website. We're also going to post a list of all of our scholarship recipients along with their email address and what school that they attend and their major. So that way if you ever want to meet more people at your school, or if you're at COD and you're thinking about transferring to another school, or you see someone else has your major on another campus and you want to know what that campus has to offer, you can kind of get in contact with students a little bit easier. We're also going to be posting all internship and job opportunities that we get, because right now what we do is we kind of just email them out, but we're going to start posting them on here so you can regularly check them. So hopefully it will be a lot more interactive for you. One of the biggest things, and I actually want to show you it right now, that it is fully capable, fully interactive right now, and you, as soon as we give you your username and password, you can start using it, is the student forum. So let me log on here. So you'll get a username that you'll type in here, and then you'll get a password that you'll type in here. And this will take you to the back end of the website. This first tab right here gives you, these are all of the different schools where we have scholarship recipients at currently, and it gives you information about the specific schools. So let's just say we clicked on Cal State Los Angeles. It will bring up all of their housing, library information, basically stuff that you can get from those schools' websites, but it's just kind of in one place and it tells you where to go for everything. This is especially helpful if you're thinking about transferring to a different school and you want to kind of do some exploration there. And then the other tab that actually is most useful probably for you right now is our student forum. It hasn't been used a lot this year, and I think mainly it's because students don't really know that it exists. But this is basically your avenue to be able to talk to all of the other different scholarship recipients that we have. We've seen it used for a couple things so far. For example, I'm at COD and I just finished this class and I have the books. Does anybody want the books for this class? Or I'm at COD taking this class and I really want to have a study group. Does anybody else in this class want to have a study group? Or I'm in LA and I really want to go home for the weekend. Anybody going home that can give me a ride? Can I catch a ride? So that's kind of stuff that we've seen it used a little bit for so far and that we want to see it used more for. So the new scholarship recipients, we will be getting you your usernames and passwords hopefully before you start school. And just this is your main place to talk with other scholarship recipients right now. Okay. Any questions so far? No? Okay, that's pretty much all I have for you today. Biggest thing that I cannot emphasize enough is you have to turn in those documents that we requested you in a timely manner. We have spent a lot of staff time on following up with students, calling people 4 or 5 times, telling them that they're missing grades or they're missing scheduled classes, and we're not going to do it next year. The way we are going to kind of solve that issue is you're just not going to get your check. And we don't want that to be the case. We obviously want to give you your scholarship money. You were picked for a reason, but we also have strict guidelines that we have to follow. So we will remind you, we will tell you when stuff is due, but just make sure that you're reading your emails and reading them all the way through and not just the first sentence, because we know people have done that too. So that way you're just on track and getting everything turned in. And if you want to make sure that you have everything turned in today before you leave, I will be in my office afterwards and I can look everything up for you and let you know what you're missing if you're missing anything. Okay. No questions? Okay, quiet group today. If the last thing that you can do for me, there is a evaluation form. If you can just fill that out quickly on your way and then just set it over here on the counter on your way out. Make sure you signed in and enjoy the rest of your summer. One more week.